The following podcast has been brought to you by Audible.com. Sign up now using the URL audibletrial.com/TTV to get a free audiobook of your choosing. We recommend Brick by Brick, How LEGO Rewrote the Rules of Innovation and Conquered the Global Toy Industry. You may recognize this as one of the sources we use in our show, Bionicle Autopsy. Remember, that's audibletrial.com/TTV. Enjoy the show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sync. Hey everybody, I'm Kahi.
I'm Messenger.
I'm Viper.
I'm Takumaduva.
And welcome to TTV Talks.
Nice. Haven't had this particular crew in a good while. I don't think I've been on one.
It's been a while.
In recent memory, I don't think I've been on one.
Have
The
we ever had this
non-shouting crew.
No, we've never had this particular crew. But, yeah, you're doing a point, actually. Hooray for variety!
Hooray!
How's
Hooray!
it-
I can actually talk in this episode because everybody's out.
Oh, yeah, huh? Yeah, we did a TTV
Usually I
episode.
have to whisper like this and make sure I'm not waking anybody up. Now I can
Oh,
talk!
you gotta hate
Man,
we
you
always
remind me of
do them
another
super
female
late.
host that we had that used to always whisper.
Shut
so
up!
people would hear her.
Hey, hey, come on, man. That's not.
No worry, we fired her. So, you're on the slate too. That's where I'm getting at.
Your hate.
Next HR meeting, we're gonna be like, we're gonna bring up
ridiculous.
Viper's progress report and be like, I don't know, whispering.
I'm actually
we have a
still waiting
precedent.
for that report. I'm curious.
Okay,
We
so-
should actually get those done.
Yeah, you
We should
should.
actually
report.
I'm
we
curious.
should actually pretend that we do those.
Don't be curious, Viper, we don't do those.
I want
We don't
to
do
know how I'm
progress reports.
doing.
Viper
See
performance
if
review.
if I'm underperforming, like I
C.
predicted.
Viper's performance, C.
No, it's like D, unsatisfactory.
It's a U for unsatisfactory.
Nowhere to go but up.
Nowhere to go but up. Man, that's a way of putting it.
How optimistic.
So guys, I wasn't
you started
on a-
at the bottom, you're still here.
It's been consistent.
Just amazing.
That's pretty great.
I hate that song so much.
Yeah,
That's a
I don't
song?
know. Like, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
song starting from the bottom.
It's Drake.
Start from the bottom, now we're here.
Dr.
like-
Drake from Dragon's
Let's be honest. Most pop songs nowadays are like, anyways. Have you
It's
guys
all-
heard that?
any
Hear this
songs
stupid.
nowadays.
It's been a long time since I've actually heard Started
Wait,
from the Bottom
Drake?
on the
You
radio.
mean dragons? Because that's what it usually is in fantasy, Drake sword.
Yeah,
It's
you're
like,
right.
it's got a face of Drake on it.
I'm done with dragons.
It's been a long time since I've actually heard that song on the radio, though. I don't think they
I mean,
play
no,
it.
fair enough. I mean, it's been a while. Like, when's the last time you heard "Call Me Maybe"? Probably
Oh,
not
man.
since
2 years
2012,
ago.
right?
I was like, 2 years.
No, 3 years ago. It's
I'm always a
2012.
year
It was
behind.
popular.
I can't believe that song was ever on the radio.
I
It's
know.
such a bad
She's
song.
trying to come. Didn't she come back with something by Tom Hanks?
Yeah, I
Didn't
really,
she have like a
really,
music
really,
video
really
of Tom
like
Hanks?
you.
What?
Oh yeah, I
What?
really like you.
I really like you.
And he's like an old dude. It's
that
kind
a
of
song?
creepy.
It's
You
like
know-
Tom
you hear
Hanks
this?
dancing across the high street of New York, going, "I really like you." I'm
I
like,
was like,
songs
come on, man.
that don't know more than,
Wilson,
like, 5
please
words.
save him. Send him back to that island. He deserves that.
Wilson.
Ridiculous.
Wilson.
No, yeah, that was stupid. There's
Yeah.
that stupid. Okay, let's get this out of the way, right? I understand that at one point it was cool to hate Justin Bieber. Like that was everybody hated Justin Bieber, and you're like, oh well, actually,
It's like
he's
an
just kind of a kid.
anti-culture.
Right. I mean, it was kind of a thing where it was like, everybody loved to hate him when he was just a kid and he was just popular. And that's
Yeah,
like really
I
good.
felt bad for him as a kid. Like now he's
There
an
are
actual
far
jerk.
worse. There are
Yeah,
far
no.
worse musicians than Justin Bieber.
There were far worse musicians. At some point, Justin Bieber was like, well, everybody hates me, so I'm just going to be a jerk to literally everybody on the planet.
Yeah,
like,
even
if
his
anybody considers
fans.
him cool. Yeah. So now it's no longer like a thing where, it's just kind of...
The relationship between the Justin Bieber fans and Justin Bieber is like an abused housewife.
Wow!
Yeah.
Wow!
Yeah. Okay.
It's true though. You're like, it's like this bullying.
Relationships, part 3.
Relationship part 3.
That's been going around a lot lately. We need to
But
do
no,
that.
like, I don't know. It feels like he's really horrible to his fans about like spitting on them, and they just, I don't know, they just keep coming back. Yeah, there was like one news story where I was like,
he spit somebody.
I
he
remember
spit
the
on
day I
somebody.
saw it. I was like, my dad stopped at a petrol station. They like have these news stands outside the petrol shop, and and it was like
alright, that's a
Justin
legitimate
Bieber
thing.
spits on fans. I'm like, that's gross and disrespectful. Why would you do that?
And yes, I agree with that, but the question that kind of comes to my mind is, why is this considered news?
Yeah, I
I
know,
don't-
right? There's like a small little box in the corner of the newspaper
Well,
front
alright.
page saying
People are
"Soldier
getting
died
beheaded over in the Middle
Iraq."
East, and we're worried
And
about
then-
Justin Bieber spitting on people.
It's like soldier blown up in Iraq, and then Justin Bieber spits on fans and like giant.
You see that one
70
clip
font
where that guy
writing.
like got so fed up with talking about the Kardashians, he just left.
Oh,
Yes,
God,
I actually put that video
hate
out on
the
Twitter.
Kardashians. Sorry.
This guy, this news reporter, like they were doing something on the Kardashians, and he was just like, "All right, I can't
He's
do
like,
it."
I think he said, was it a good Friday? I don't know. I think it was Friday. He's like, I've been having a good Friday so far, so I am not going to talk about the Kardashians. He just gets up and walks away before they even start the news story.
Yeah,
I applaud him.
I wonder if he was fired. Probably.
I mean, okay, the Kardashians are like,
I
they're
don't even know squat about them. I just keep hearing the name. That's
Some of my family.
They
watch
are
their,
they
like,
are
Are they like
famous.
Are they like
this-
reality TV stars or something?
Yeah.
Yes. This is what
No.
like really perplexes me. It's like they exist in their own world. It's like they're famous for being famous.
right,
And the
There's some
cycle
people who's
repeats.
yeah, they're famous because they're famous. There's no
They're
other,
famous
like,
because
I mean,
they exist.
well,
They don't contribute anything. They don't do anything worth talking about.
Yeah, you see,
the idea is that okay, there is one. There's a viral video about the Kardashians that went around a while ago.
yeah.
And then
We
what
can't
happened?
talk about
what
that.
what then happened was that
Doom is like, why?
No, I said, oh my.
yeah, okay. Then what happened is that I guess for whatever reason
I don't want to know.
the people got interested in the family, and like they're not actors, they're not like musicians, they're just rich.
Oh my.
That's basically the premise. There is a rich girl, and she has a rich family,
So
and
let's
this is
make
the
them all
adventures.
rich, shall
The
we?
adventures of white people is the premise of that show. Keeping up with the Kardashians.
This
It's like,
is gonna be the
hey,
most offensive TTV talk so far.
the adventures of
I
white
don't care.
people. Like, well, no, it's no. Here, I got a better title. Privilege, the series.
Privilege.
That's it. That's the Kardashians. It's like
kind of the
their
vibe
dad
I
was rich,
get.
their dad was a
Yeah.
lawyer, and they're rich, and that's it. They just do rich stuff, and they complain about their rich clothes and their
And-
rich
and their
events that they have to do
paparazzi,
with their rich cars, with their rich paparazzi. I don't know why people like they, but they, you know, listen. I hate the Kardashians, but I respect the heck out of their marketing team. I don't know how you can become famous just for being famous. If I could do it, I would do it in a heartbeat. Like, I hate the
Very true.
Kardashians,
Keeping
but
up
I
with
would
Kahi.
totally do it. I would do it. Come on.
I
Tell me-
wouldn't.
You guys
I
wouldn't
mean-
do it? You guys wouldn't make, like, billions of money for living your life.
I care more about dignity than a few
I'm a
billion
bit of a
dollars.
stoic person, so I wouldn't
It's
want
not.
to
I
be
mean, like, listen.
disrespected
You wouldn't.
like they
Here's
are.
the thing: the Kardashians didn't stoop any lower to get that stuff done. They were already at the dignity
I
level
would
they
have
were
to,
at.
I guess so, yeah.
Would you? I mean, like, all right.
Listen,
Assuming
okay,
people
you know what?
follow
You know
you
what?
around.
I'm with Kai. If I could do it, I would make billions of money. I would make like billions.
Billions
Well, I'm
of
at the
money.
bottom of the barrel already. Might as well scrape it with my
Billions
teeth.
Billions
Like,
of
listen.
money, Meso.
You
That's
don't
what
have
Kai
to, like.
said. I'm referring to.
All right, maybe not billion. Yeah, maybe it's at least $1
It
million.
wasn't the billions I
You-
took
you know
issue
what?
with. It was billions of money, not
You know-
billions of
you know what?
cash.
Oh, you're okay. You're trying to ignore my point just to pick a nitpick something.
No, I
Sure,
agree
fine.
with you.
All right.
I agree with you.
You know what,
No,
honestly...
okay. Talk about like what do you do in your life that you wouldn't like? What would make that dignity less if someone just filmed it? Like you don't have to do anything. Nothing's staged for you. You don't have to become a worse person. You just film what's going on in your life. If you just like sit down and play Dota all day, they just film you playing Dota, and people are interested, and you make money off of that.
Yeah, he
I'm
kind
not
of has a
sure
good
how we
point,
got here.
actually. But, like, and honestly, if someone tempts you with enough money, you'd be surprised how quick you change your mind.
Money corrupts.
It really does.
Money.
Yeah, that's why
nope.
TTV just
Nope.
spreads misinformation now.
Nope. Money spreads the base. Now, I'd actually love to talk about this, but we're not talking about finances.
Okay.
Yeah, I did business studies, and finances was not my strong suit. It just went... Just
I have like
all
a
the...
genius grandpa who was like in economics and stuff. So
This is how you get rich, son.
All right, but Takuma, answer my question. Would you do that?
I didn't even understand the question.
It's like, just don't...
The question
All I got
was-
out of that was you said something like I play Dota all day, which is definitely not the case.
No, I didn't say that. I
Shots
said
fired.
if someone paid you to play Dota, like they just paid you to
They
film
paid
your
you
life.
to be who
Would
you
you not
are.
do that? Yeah.
Probably not, because no, I have nothing to be ashamed about. But I would, if my boring life, just recording
Okay,
my
yeah.
daily routine, made me money, I would be like, this is such a waste of time.
Takuma's like,
But I
literally,
just-
seriously, guys, go
I-
home
okay.
and do something.
Okay, here's my point.
Okay.
Even if it didn't affect my life in any way, other people would be wasting their time watching my stupid, boring life when they could be doing more productive things.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think about the people that watch your videos? They could be doing productive things. You're still doing our
Yeah, but
channel.
we actually have content that's worth listening to. It's not like we're just recording our daily routine where we're eating lunch.
It's not like...
I mean, fair, but like people find that interesting because we put effort into it. Like,
Yeah,
you know.
this is something we're putting effort into. If they're so caught up in something that... Just no. Can we get back to trashing pop music?
no,
Yeah,
I'm just
pop
saying that I feel like it's a no-brainer.
I would not
Like,
do it.
I would if I could just film my life and make money off of it. I totally would.
Okay, for how long? How much money am I making?
I mean, I don't know how much did the Kardashians make?
Billions of money.
All right, I'm gonna search a Kardashian net worth. Okay.
Like, if I got, like, just a
Kardashians
stupid boatload
net
of money
worth.
for doing one day, I would
Guys,
do the
TTV
one
Talks
day
about
and
the
be done with
Kardashians.
it.
How much is the Kardashian family worth?
I dread to think.
The
Are we
mom-
talking monetary or morality?
Like monetary, of course.
What do they... What...
Look,
what are they
morally,
worth in the
when
eyes of God?
morally, when you die, someone else decides that. I mean, presumably, if the morals is worth anything after you die, you're not going to be the one that decides that. There's some other scale, so I can't look that scale on Google.
Yeah, Google.
That'd be
Google's
kind of
not
great.
on.
Like you could go to aminheavinornot.com.
Am I in
and be like,
heaven or not? It's
you
like
know.
all
I'd
the
like to know how
scales
the
that go
API
from
for
heaven
that
to hell.
works.
And
Right. It's like, all right, and they have like a scale, and like Hitler has a score of like it's like credit rating. Like Hitler has a credit rating
yeah.
of like
Next thing you know, there's
negative
Kickstarters to
8,000,
get
and you're like
people-
at negative 7,000. You're like, oh my, I can't be worse than Hitler.
Are you a goat or a
Alright,
sheep.com?
I'm giving some money to some homeless person. That is, if you believe that you're saved by works, which is, not necessarily conductive of many theologies.
Honestly,
Anyhow,
if I don't make
let's
it
go
to
back.
heaven, I'm okay with
Let's
that.
go back to
Pop music.
how much is the
Yeah, pop
Kardashian
music.
family worth?
No, not the.
All right.
I don't want to talk about.
Freaking
Okay.
what's his name? Jenner is apparently worth $100 million.
Guys, we should kidnap them and put them on ransom.
the mom's worth $20 million.
Ransom nothing. Just get rid of them.
Kim
Well, if they
Kardashian.
don't pay them, we'll kill them. Then we'll take.
Why can't we just cut to the chase? There'll be far less
Kim
damage.
Kardashian is worth $40 million, and she earned $900,000 in appearance fees last year, for a few short months. She appeared some
900,000.
places. 900,000.
Divided
Khloe
by
and Kourtney Kardashian are worth $20 million.
days,
Rob
divided by
is
24
worth
hours,
$3.5 million. I don't even know who Rob
$102 an
is.
hour.
Kendall Jenner is worth $2.5 million. Kylie Jenner is worth $1 million.
Honestly, I couldn't do that. Like, kill anybody. Like, it
She
sounds
drives
really easy saying that.
Whoa! Wait! What did I miss? How did you get to that?
I
How did you
said,
get
I
to
said,
how much would it cost
I
to
said
kill
we
somebody?
should put the Kardashians on ransom if they're that much money, and you were like, "Don't bother," so I'll just kill them then.
You would just
And then I
kill
was just
them
like-
instead of making money?
No,
Guys,
I
you
said
have such
if no one
terrible
pays for them,
priorities.
kill them. Like someone said on here, like
Okay, sure. Yeah, okay. No one pays, like, if you're not worth the
everyone's
amount of
like
money
they're
I've
the
looked you up on
Kardashians.
Google
We don't
with.
want to buy them back.
Viper, what's your
Just-
net worth? What do you think your net worth is right now?
Like
£100. My net worth is probably $9, the cost of Solek. If I had to
No,
wager.
my net worth
I mean, all right,
is a
what do you
rubber band.
own? What do you guys own? Like in terms of, if I haven't said my net worth right now. I have my car. I got like my computer and like I guess like an Xbox and stuff. And I also like do
Dude,
some...
I'm going to do this all for like tax
If we're
season. I'm
counting
not
what
doing
you
it now.
own, that's different.
What's your net worth? Okay, I mean, all right. How about
Like-
this? I don't really know how else to phrase this. How much would people have to pay you to show up somewhere? They'd pay me nothing. I'm so cheap. I'd go places. They have to pay for my like hotel, I guess.
Pretty
But
much, I wouldn't like take anything. I would just,
Yeah.
I would, you would go
Literally,
to
if
go.
someone says, "Hey, would you guys go to my birthday party? I'll pay for your like plane ticket down." I'd be like, "I'm there, man. I'm there."
Oh
I'm
yeah,
right.
because
What if that
Yeah.
became a thing? What if like
I'm
our fans
not
wanted
doing it
us
for
to have
free.
celebrity appearances to their birthday
Well,
parties, and we would
they
go
would
there and
have
do a
to
live
Yeah, sure,
podcast?
no.
more than one
We'll
of
go
us
to your
because
birthday party.
we're
I'd be like at
useless
least
on our own.
$20 an hour.
I know about everybody else, but I'm a boring person on my own. I'd be like, hey guys,
On your own. You're just a boring person in general, Viper.
Come on, Kahi.
So
I'm
did
just
any-
trying
Viper's
to-
not boring. Viper's full of laughs and cheer. And
only
fun
when I'm
times.
drunk and or happy. So,
Wow. Okay. I wasn't gonna say that, but you know, I have
hey,
lines.
just I'm all I'm gonna
I
say
have
is the
morals.
Destiny beta. That's all I'm gonna say.
That was funny.
So I don't listen to most mainstream music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like-
I don't. I
Well-
mean, it just sounds the same to me, and I know loads of people say that as an excuse.
What
but
kind of segue was that? Go on. Sorry. Go on. Yeah, sure.
I
yeah.
Do
I
I
used to.
listen to it? Like, do I actively go out of my way? Not really, but I listen to most songs that are on the radio.
no, what I mean
I just
is,
don't
like,
listen to the
I
radio.
keep up to date.
a lot of the stuff like my age listen to is usually like electronic stuff like that, like new indie music and stuff like that. I like that, and rock music and etc.
Oh, what-
There's like
Are you
this
one of those
certain
indie- are you one
genre
of
that
those indie
everybody
people?
likes, where it's like rave music, and it's literally just an emotional R&B soul like build up, and it's like I'm like, what is that? It just ruined the entire song. Like this just makes
okay.
you wanna like you.
Did you
have
guys
no-
hear that?
Viper, do
last
you like
year-
dubstep?
Oh god, I used to like dubstep, and that's the embarrassing thing.
It's not embarrassing. It's still. It's
It
pretty
just-
good
Dubs.
sometimes.
Okay, this is my opinion of dubstep. It's like paprika. It is good when used as a flavoring in another dish, but you don't want to down a whole bottle straight.
I
It's
get what you're
actually
saying.
a good,
if there's something of
comparison.
just like that bass and it's just like blah 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 blah, blah and it just okay, I get you. That
Yeah,
that
there's
just
a little
sounds. I don't
dubstep,
like
that's
that.
okay.
It's a
But
little
I
bit
feel like it
in
can
a
be
different
used
song.
pretty well. I do
Sure.
like dubstep in certain circumstances, and I've heard some really good songs from it. I think the worst thing has been last year. Catching Fire was released, and there's Jennifer Lawrence had that song, "The Hanging Tree,"
The Hanging
which
Tree.
I
Idea.
actually really like. Like I like
remember-
the
I know
Hanging
exactly
Tree
what you're
I
for
actually,
like
no, I
the
agree
song
with
in
you.
the
I like
movie.
it too.
It's like it's this haunting, like kind of slave, like that thing they sing
Yeah.
while they're like harvesting.
They
Never mind.
strung
I'm gonna.
up a man
You know what I'm saying?
who
It's like a
said
soul
no
music. Like
be
yeah,
free.
right. That one.
Strange
And
things
like in the movie, it's played over this really great scene where people are dying, but they're dying for their freedom. It's like,
I always
it's
imagine-
great.
I
And
always-
there's freaking dubstep remix on the radio. Jennifer Lawrence has like a top 10 Billboard song. By the way, Jennifer Lawrence is a top 10 Billboard artist. Who freaking knew, right? Okay.
I know.
Good for her, I guess.
Freaking
They butcher this song.
they butchered the song. Every
Yeah.
good thing that song was, they like. It's like there's a beat behind it, and you're like, why are you?
The first
doing
time I heard
this?
that song on the radio, like the
It's
remix of it, I could not believe my ears.
Yeah.
I was like, how? What is this? What
And
world am I living
thought
in?
I thought it was a parody when I first heard it. I'm like, they're doing like some dubstep thing, haha. No, it's serious. Some person thought that was necessary.
It's
Yeah,
ridiculous,
I
and it's a
haven't
sign
watched
of the culture.
The Hunger Games, but I do like some of the songs that they make for the Hunger Games. Like, I like it, and it's a
Oh, yeah,
shame.
I
that-
listen to a
I
lot of
like-
soundtracks,
I like listening.
depending
to
on the type of soundtrack. Mostly orchestral, like video game type stuff. Skyrim
Yeah,
is
yeah,
a
of
great
course.
Yeah.
soundtrack.
I like-
Skyrim's great. Most honestly, a lot of video games have a really like the cinematic ones have a really great score to them. Some of them even
Space
have like
Marine.
like Call of Duty. Didn't they have Hans Zimmer do some
Yeah,
scores
no
for it
idea.
at some
Didn't
point?
Hans Zimmer do Crisis?
Yes.
Yeah, he did that
the
too.
Crisis soundtrack is the best
Oh
ever.
man.
I
Hans Zimmer does all kinds of
like
stuff.
the Halo soundtrack, and I like the Gears of War soundtrack, and just cinematic games. They usually got really
Cinematic
nice
games has some great
soundtracks.
ones. Yeah. Batman's one is actually really great. The Batman Arkham series has a really
I
good
like
theme to it.
that reminds me. I like the Dark Knight soundtrack, like the beginning.
I saw the
part,
Dark Knight.
The beginning
Alright, I've
song in
had-
the Dark Knight Rises, where it's like, boo, tch, doo, tch. Like that's a really terrible example, but it's like, oh, you just remember when you're watching it.
Yeah, I know. It's like when when he's crawling out of the pit and they're all chanting below.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm actually part of that chant. Christopher Nolan had a thing where he was like, record a clip of yourself playing, saying this chant, and then we'll like mix everybody's submission together and put
That's
it in the
awesome.
movie.
Just
And he took it
imagine
from
how
all over the
big
world.
that audio file was.
Yeah, so like that. I don't know how big. Well, like apparently, I mean, this is what they said. I don't know if my clip actually made it into. I would hope so. But it's everybody. When that whole chant is comprised of all these sampled clips from, all these other people in the world.
That is actually really
That's kind of cool.
I didn't realize that they did
I
that.
saw The Dark Knight yesterday. Fantastic movie again, by the way. It's so good, and that music is so great. But Hans Zimmer's pinnacle, the pinnacle of his work, I feel, has to be Inception.
Yes.
Inception was good.
Inception was amazing.
Yeah,
Inception's soundtrack was
I have
actually
only
so
seen the movie
good.
once. I've only seen the movie once, and I haven't heard like the full soundtrack. But I only remember that one iconic song.
Time.
He did something
Yeah.
very specific with the soundtrack part. I've got a cousin who's a real
Right.
music junkie. I can't remember exactly what he said, but it's like it's
Okay.
all based around 2 notes or something like
No.
that.
It's it's based around. There's a song they have for the kick. It's this French song, like Jean. I forget the actual name of that song, but it's a song like in the movie they play it as the kick. It'll play in the dream world as order to say, hey, we're gonna wake you up in a bit. And what Hans Zimmer did is that he slowed that song down and created the entire soundtrack off that one song.
I like
And-
the
and
what's
so,
it?
like,
I
it's
like
really-
the one
it's
called
really
"The Dream
great
is Collapsing," and it's like
Yeah, the dream's collapsing.
dun.
And if you speed it all up, like what I think at the end of the movie, what it does is that it plays the main theme from the song, and it slowly starts speeding up as the credits go. At the end, it's so fast that it turns into the song to to signify it's your turn to wake up from the movie.
I mean, I really
Amazing.
liked another
So good.
soundtrack I liked was the Dread soundtrack, and like I know a lot of people
Dread was
disagree
good.
with me, but like I realized that the last song is actually like an 800 times slow of a Justin Bieber song.
Yeah, did you know that if
so
you speed
heartbroken. I was like, oh,
if
that's
you
slightly
speed
heartbreaking,
Boulevard
but I still like
of
it.
Broken Dreams, if you speed that up, like Boulevard of Broken Dreams, if you speed that up, it's a Sonic song.
Is
Yep,
it?
I remember that.
That's
I remember
awesome.
that.
Like I should,
Great.
you can't play stuff. I wish you could play stuff in a recording, but that one's like if you look at the instrumental version of that and you speed it up, it's a Sonic song. From,
Hey,
like,
that's
I don't know,
probably
some
where
Sonic
Sonic is right now, the Boulevard of Broken Dreams, after all the
Oh,
terrible games.
snap.
After all the terrible games and you know,
Boo.
hashtag Sonic
They'll
Boom.
come back one day. They'll
They're so-
return with a vengeance.
Maybe if that
Boom, am I
redesign
right?
goes through,
Yeah.
that redesign video is pretty cool. All right, did you guys hear? I was going to say something about. Yeah, okay. I saw a movie recently that I think has probably the greatest soundtrack of any film, and
Not Inception.
it's not. Actually, I feel like it's beyond Inception. Maybe it's because it's been a while since I've seen Inception and whatnot. But I watched this movie. It's not an old movie. It's like it came out in the last decade or so, maybe since the 2000s. And you've all seen it. Oh, I think you've all seen it. Meso, you might not have seen it because you're terrible.
What was it?
Okay, take a guess. What do you think? Which movie?
I'm not gonna take a
No,
guess.
take a guess. Take
Tell
a guess.
me.
No, it's a very popular movie. It's a very popular movie.
Avengers.
Oh, I know what
Yeah.
song. I know what movie you're talking about.
Amazing
no clue.
Spider-Man 2.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
There's so many movies. I just as like.
Nope. It was like mid 2000s.
Oh, I
Then
thought you said
probably
like last
not.
year.
It's actually a kids movie.
Kids movie with a great soundtrack, mid 2000s.
Finding Nemo.
Finding
Was
That's
it a
probably
Pixar
early
movie?
2000s.
The Incredibles.
The Incredibles.
Wait, I got it right?
My God,
That was a stab in the dark.
There was a movie behind.
that movie. You have to listen to that soundtrack again if you haven't.
It is a
already.
good soundtrack.
I was listening to it I saw that movie last week for the first time in I don't know how long, and my God, that soundtrack is just unbelievably good. Like, every time I heard it, I was like, yeah! It was so pumped up. I saw it after, like, they announced Incredibles 2, and, like, they showed the poster, and I was like, I forgot how great that movie is, guys.
Oh,
It
Incredibles
really is
2
good.
is coming out too.
Alright.
And for the record, I have seen the movie.
Okay, see,
Just so you
good
know.
for you,
And
Messa.
yes, I'm excited about the sequel.
Oh, of course. I mean, it's the best Pixar film ever. I feel like.
No, I don't think it's the best
Definitely
one.
up
What's your
there,
favorite
It's
Pixar
one of the
film?
best.
Cars 2.
Okay, so wow, the Kardashians.
Okay,
Let's kill
Meso
Meso.
has just officially
Let's just all agree
discredited
that we're
himself
going to
for
switch from the
anything ever.
Kardashians
What?
to Meso.
What's wrong about Cars 2?
We'll do like
Cars 2
messing up
is
with the
a-
Meso.
How about
I've
having
never
the most
seen-
annoying character of Cars
worst.
1 being the main character?
You're talking
in the
about
next
Mater's the
one?
best guy ever.
It is
annoying.
objectively the
He's
worst
got
Pixar
such
movie.
comedy, mini wit.
He's even
Wow.
more
Also,
annoying
I've never
than Vezok.
Also, I've never-
Vezok!
I've never seen the movie. Okay. Just yeah, what was
It's
that?
not worth seeing, but I mean,
Something
you could
very bad is going to happen to Meso in the RPG.
messing up with the Mesonex. I'm telling you guys, we put it to TLC. It'll replace 19 Kids and Counting. Okay, let's not do that.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, we're not going there.
So,
Okay.
Do any of you listen to like artists that nobody's heard of, but just like listen to all their stuff?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say nobody's heard of them, but yeah, I like a specific
Yeah,
band,
I
Coheed
like-
and Cambria.
I mean, like-
it's pretty niche.
Like who?
Coheed and Cambria. Yeah, you talk about that all the time. I've yet to actually listen to one of our
I
songs.
successfully got Mange, Keeney, and partially LJ into them, but nobody else.
Me too. I missed the name.
Coheed and Cambria.
Yeah.
Coheed
I listened to this
Cambria,
band
okay.
called Faded Paper Figures. I
Faded
think-
Paper Figures.
Yeah.
What a name!
think
I
they're kinda cool.
I'm not sure if it's like I know I have no clue if it's popular or not. If she's popular, I listen to Daughter, and it's a really really depressing. Like
Kahi,
it's
you
a
were right, everybody has an
depressing
obscure
genre
thing.
of song.
Yeah, right. We're doing that whole thing. We were like, "Oh, we're this band," and we're like, "I've never heard of it." All right. Well, I mean, if we're there, I'm gonna plug one of my friend's bands. He started the
friend?
band.
Really?
one of my friends has a band. Like it's actually, and it's on Spotify and like iTunes, and you can like hear their
Really?
stuff.
Is it on Bandcamp?
I don't know actually. It's called Royal Tides. Like royal, like the, yeah. And they do like kind of. I don't know. I really don't know how to describe the genre. Kind of like I guess kind of like if you listen to Reliant K back in the day, kind of something a little like that, but a bit more. I guess maybe like Capital Kings or like a. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you know. never
Where are
mind.
their
Like,
tunes?
I kind of want to make my own band
You
just
can
so I
find
can
them-
like make cover art for them.
Right, you just make cover art for the bands. Yeah.
Yeah, like
They are
I don't
on.
know,
They're on
it's a really
Spotify
cool
and
idea.
they're on iTunes as Royal Tides.
And you
so
say
if-
Royal Tides.
Royal Tides.
Yeah.
They're
okay,
not
I'll
seeing them
search
on
the
Google.
Messo's band and your band up because
yeah,
I'm
I'll-
running out of music to listen to. So
I'll give
You
you.
probably
guys,
won't like
a
Coheed.
link.
It's an
My-
acquired taste.
hey,
But there you go,
Messo,
that's my
don't
plug.
judge. I might like it.
You may. Mange and Keating did, but you also may hate it. So
I might
it's a
hate it.
dangerous game.
My favorite music artist has got to be Aviators, or Sound
Huh.
of the Aviators.
Haven't heard of them.
I like the Aviator
They
armor
actually,
in Halo 4.
he actually got his start out doing just like fan music, specifically MLP. But since then, he's grown and he's sort of built this brand. He has all kinds of albums. Actually, I think I linked you guys a couple songs he did that were based on Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah.
But
I'll
he's got
check
a
that out
lot
sometime.
of great stuff. Some alternative type stuff, some techno, and
Is there any hardcore dubstep?
I wouldn't say hardcore
0 out of
dubstep, but
10.
there's definitely some dubstep.
Okay, 1 out of 10.
I like I Spawn, I Die.
Yeah, this is a musical masterpiece.
It's got a
Straight
lot
out
of
of
great
DSP
stuff.
Records. No. Yeah. Alright,
All right.
Okay.
what else?
Well, I kind of think that's about it. I did
Yeah.
not get a chance to tell my great story.
We're only at
Oh,
28
yeah.
minutes.
Well,
do
this
you want to
is
tack
TTV
on your
Talks.
off-topic
Alright,
story?
I'm
before
gonna
we
tack
end?
on. We're gonna segue.
Unrelated.
Unrelated.
Segue.
TTV Talks of TTV Talks. So yesterday, I worked at an apartment building. Yesterday, I had to arrest somebody. I didn't have to arrest somebody. I had to get somebody arrested. Because we were downstairs, and there was a guy who's a dad, and he's trying to get into the apartment building, right? Keeps ringing, and he's drunk. He's like stone cold drunk, and keeps banging on the door. And we're like, "Hey, you gotta enter your daughter's room? And he's like, I don't know her room. And we're like, all right, well, just can you give us her daughter's name, and we'll get there. And he kept like going around. He's like, I don't know her. I'm not gonna tell her. He started like, and so 2 police officers came by because they wanted a tour, and they were also, they're talking to the guy and said, sir, we're gonna need, ask you to leave, or you have to call us your daughter, or get a hold of someone else. Finally, he gets a hold of his wife. She's staying in the apartment, and he calls, and the officer says, hey, can you tell us the name in the room of your apartment? And Alex's like, just make him leave. And we're like, ma'am? He's like, yeah, I don't care, just make him leave. So like, all right, sir, you have to leave. And he was like, and he started like yelling at people, and the cops were like, yeah. So finally, we usher him out. So he goes and he walks around. I mean, he's completely drunk.
Yeah.
Walks around, stumbles, and then the officers are like, we should probably check on him. So we go around, and he's getting into his car. And
okay.
in front of these 2 officers, and they're like, okay, sir, for not really the best idea. And he went on a tirade, and he was like, "Oh, you guys are like peanuts to me." And he's like, "Oh, crazy guy." And finally, they're like, "Sir, you have to tell us where tell us where your hotel is, how you're staying tonight. We'll take you there. If not, we're gonna have to take you to jail." And he's like, "I'm not staying anywhere. I'm staying right here." And so they had to so they started grabbing him, putting him in handcuffs, and he like started like thrashing about and going completely crazy. And I didn't get a video of it, and I probably should have. But
yes, humiliate that poor drunk man, despite he might have done something bad.
No.
You never know.
This is 2 in the morning. This is 2 in the morning, man. You come out like I had to wake up and everything. It was
not
such
gonna
a
lie,
headache.
I'd be annoyed too.
Yeah, I'm like, listen, you're drunk. You're not cooperating. You just, and you're like, the police gave him. I mean, we live in an era where everybody blames police officers for and they say that they're doing this or that, and a lot of those are justified. But to get from my personal experience, the officers that were there last night were not only like really helpful and nice, but they literally tried as best they gave him so many chances, and he was insulting them and doing all of his stuff and they could have just carted him off to jail at any point, and they kept trying to be like, sir, just tell us your hotel and tell us who you're staying with, and we'll do it. And he did not follow. So
life's all about chances. We know how that goes more than anyone. We've given enough chances to people. So yeah, we know how that works.
Yeah. So
what a story.
That was my night last night, basically.
Exciting. How do you like your new job?
Oh, dude, it's actually pretty great. I actually get to do a lot of like graphic design stuff right up my alley.
Nice.
But I'm also like my schedule's so random. Sometimes I'm not able to be on TTV.
Yeah, we noticed.
Yeah, we noticed.
That's not giving me any leeway here. He's like, yeah, should be.
It is what it is. Random. That's what it is. But gotta make the bank.
I love how you just went from like a really light voice to a really dark one like this. We noticed, Kahi.
Like, that's bad.
You gotta make billions of money at your apartment job.
I know, so much money.
He wouldn't be living in an apartment if he made that much. Or maybe he's just covering.
Oh no, this is a nice apartment. I have still to take you guys on a tour. I should do like a channel tour around my new apartment. Like, this is where I'm going to be filming stuff.
Welcome to TTV
do
Cribs.
it. If you want to do it, but you should get your other video done first.
No, I forgot about that. All right, hey, I need to ask VAR about that, because I went everywhere, could not find
VAR's gone, Kai.
Exactly. That's
VAR's
why
out of town. Wow.
No, I just need to find where you get one of those. The revolving things he has for product showcase. But yeah, expect that other video hopefully very soon.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see.
All right.
So, it's pretty much the end of this episode of TTV
That's
Talks.
everything we have to say. Thanks for joining us for TTV creeping up on the Kardashians.
Creeping up on the Kardashians.
That's what we should do. And creeping with a K. That's what we should entitle this episode.
Yes.
TTV TV episode, maybe.
TTV talks about the Kardashians. All right, I'm Kahi.
I'm Messanek.
I'm Viper.
I'm Takumanuva.
And this was TTV Talks.
Thanks, everybody.
Well, goodbye. Theme song playing.